day one or one day. Now, I'm sure you have said this in your life. Nearly everyone has said this at some point in their life. And yet, generally speaking, it's not true. And it's this concept of, I don't have time. Bullshit. You do have time. You absolutely have enough time. We waste so much time. We waste so much time on trivial bullshit, on things that do not matter, on things that will not serve us, that do not progress us, that don't even bring us happiness or joy or satisfaction or anything like this. We waste so much time. And if you don't believe me, look at your phone. Look at your phone stats and see how much time you spend each day on your phone. And that's just your phone. That doesn't include other things like computers or TV or just fucking pissing time up the wall. And this is the problem, that everyone wants to talk about how they don't have time. No, you have plenty of time, but you don't value what you're doing. You don't value doing this thing. And so obviously I get it most frequently around fitness. I don't have that much time to dedicate to my health and fitness. Really? Because I have clients who work 60 plus hours a week. I have clients who are single parents. I have, myself, I have 2 young kids and a business and a wife, and I still find time to work out. You will always have time for the things that matter to you. The things that you prioritize, the things that you place value on, you will make time for. So it's not a matter of how much time you have, because we all have. It's that classic cliche. We all have the same amount of hours in a day. It just comes down to what we do with those hours in the day. What we're willing to A, sacrifice, or B, prioritize with that time. Because we all have plenty of time. We have plenty of time to work out. We have plenty of time to get things started. As I said, this 30-day challenge that I've got going, that would completely and utterly transform your life. Your physical health, your confidence, your mental health, your physique, how you show up, keeping your word, your discipline, your mental fortitude. It will change it. And anyone can commit to 30 days, and it's 45 minutes a day. If you can't find 45 minutes each day to do something that is going to completely change your life, then I don't think you're serious about doing anything of value in your life. Because I'm nearly 100% sure that you are spending at least that much time on your phone, or doing stuff that is a waste of time. And you could channel that and direct that into something of value, into something of note. And it's like I said at the start, many people will say one day. Or do you make it day one? Do you make today the day that you start that process? You start that and start seeing changes in your life. Start doing the things that are going to make the big difference. Because we all want to wait until the circumstances are perfect, until I deal with this stress. Oh wait, this new stress arose. Until I sort out this problem. Oh wait, another problem arose. Life is never going to be perfect. It is never going to be stress-free. And in fact, the longer that you avoid taking on responsibility, especially things around our health and fitness and the mental toughness that comes with that, the longer it's going to take for you to actually reach that point. Because you'll take longer to deal with the issues as they arrive. Because you don't have the grit, the fortitude, the discipline to deal with it. And on top of that, if by some fucking miracle everything calmed down and you had the opportunity to just focus on, health, fitness, being the best version of yourself, what happens when the next stressor arrives? because it's going to come again. It's going to appear again. That is absolutely guaranteed. Things will pop up in your life that will attempt to derail you. The question is, though, what are you going to do about it? So if you're waiting for the perfect moment, that time is never going to arise. So instead, you create the perfect moment and you just decide that today is day one, and I am starting. I am starting this, and I am pushing myself to be the best version of myself. I'm doing the things that are required to be the best version I can be. I'm going to work on my physical capacity. I'm going to work on my mental capacity. I'm going to work on my confidence. I'm going to work on my discipline. I'm going to work on my mental fortitude. I'm going to work on keeping my word. I'm going to work on showing up every single day. These things, as I said, 30 days. That's it. 30 days. If you're telling me you can't commit to 30 days, to 45 minutes a day for 30 days to change your whole life, I'm seriously questioning what you value in your life. Because that's not a tall ask. That is not something that is beyond the scope of reasonable. So we need to learn to deal with the stresses as we come up. As I said, we all have the same amount of time in the day. It just depends on what we utilize it. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that I don't come at this from a place of judgment. I come at a place from being there. I know I have wasted a phenomenal portion of my life on social media, on just doom fucking scrolling on my phone, on TV, on video games, on drinking alcohol, on all that kind of stuff. I have wasted a good portion of my life. And I regret that. And yet I'm still addicted to those things. I know this for a fact because I'm working on breaking it, and it's fucking hard. Oh my God, is it difficult. But that shows how bad it is. That shows how addicted I am. And I know it's the same for the majority of people out there. Because if I talk about it, people are like, fuck that. What do you mean you're not going to participate in social media or watch TV or any of those things, even down to the nutrition side. Whenever I go out, or people are like, oh, have a drink. I'm like, I'm good, I'll drink some water. Oh, well, eat. I'm like, I'm good, I'll have some steak. This idea that you need to have these socially acceptable dopamine hits at every opportunity to run and hide from your life is a sad one. No, I don't need that. Do I want it? Fuck yes I do. Absolutely, but I don't need it. What I need is to build an incredible life for my family. What I need is to be the best version of myself, to be disciplined, to be focused, to not do things that derail me and take me away from the things that serve me. This is what I need. And not just for me. It's what my daughter needs, it's what my son needs, it's what my wife needs, it's what my clients need, it's what my friends and family need, it's what everybody who I serve and provide for need. They need me to show up as the best version of myself. And if I'm polluting my mind or my body with crap that doesn't serve me, I am not able to show up as that best version. And it might only be minute versions but that is minute versions matter, and those minute versions stack up over time. Yeah, you might only be 1% off today, but if you're 1% off for 100 days, or 200 days, or a year, or 2 years, or 3 years, what are you really delivering? How much of your potential and gift has been wasted because you aren't showing up as the best version of yourself? Because you're not showing up and doing the work. And that's what it comes down to. That we all want to talk about someday. But you have to make someday today. You have to just start. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to take time to adjust to that kind of thing. It's going to take time to work out who you are and how you're going to be able to do this kind of work. It doesn't happen overnight. And There are going to be struggles, but that's part of building that out. It's part of becoming the best version of yourself, is dealing with those struggles, is dealing with that and coming out the other side as a better version of yourself. So that's the question for it today. You know, it's probably going to suck. That first week will be great, but that second week you're going to be fatigued. You're going to be dealing with the problem, you know, that callback to things that were simpler, to things that were easier. And it's not going to be simple. That third week's going to be probably the worst from my experience, because then everything is difficult and you want to go back to your natural habits, your subconscious programming, your habits that you've built, good, bad, or otherwise. You want to go back to that baseline. But these are the moments where you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep chipping away. And it's usually week 4 and onwards that things really start to get good. That you really start to feel like you're stepping into your power. And you're stepping into the things that need to be done. And you feel confident and incredible about it. It's why a 30-day is the absolute minimum. Because it takes some time to get on that. And from there, you just want to keep building that forward. You want to keep ticking that box. It's like the Seinfeld method. You get the calendar. How many X's can you stack in a row? How many days can you stick it together? String of X's. And you want to just build that out. And you want to not break that chain. And that's where you build this compound effect. That's where you build that momentum. That's where you build that consistency. That's where you keep pushing forward in these areas. And then you'll get 30, 60, 90, 126 days, 6 months, 12 months down the track, and you'll go, I don't know how the fuck I didn't do this before. I don't know how I didn't start this earlier and just become this version of myself. Because this version of myself is fucking incredible. But it starts with that one initial decision. It starts with that moment of going, shifting that paradigm from one day to day one. Today is day one. And half of that initial battle is just making that fucking decision. Just deciding that, yeah, I am going to do this. I am going to commit. I am gonna do the work. And then from there, everything else in this world gets easier. From there, once you have made the decision, and it sounds woo-woo as fuck, but I've seen it happen time and time again. Once you commit, you have made the decision, you've decided you're going all in, it's incredible how the universe will align for those things to happen for you. How it'll line up for you to then make that a reality. But you've just got to make that decision. We can't keep kicking this down the road. We cannot keep saying that one day I will sort out my health and fitness. One day I will step into the man I know I should be. One day I will sort this out. No, today is that day. Today is the day you make that decision. Today is the day you decide that you are going all in on yourself. And you are gonna do the work and commit 110%. And just see who you can become. See who's on the other side. Because I can pretty much guarantee that you will not regret stepping into your power, removing the unimportant, and becoming the best version of yourself. Because what have you got to lose? There is only upside in this. And if you decide that that just isn't for you, you can always go back to sedating again. You can always go back to sedating with junk food, with alcohol, with TV, with social media. It's not like it's going anywhere. It's not like you will have missed the boat on that and you've forever lost it. No. But for 30 days, you go all in on yourself and see who you can be with this. See how good a version you can become. I think that's worth a try. I think that's worth an effort. Don't you? For you, for your family, for your kids, for everyone you serve. Don't you think that's worth a go? I certainly do. So, that is all I have for you. And as always, standard platitudes on this. If you took something of note of this, if you found it valuable, if there was something of value in this, please like, comment, subscribe. Help me grow this movement. Send it to someone who is going to benefit from listening to this. Next, if you are ready to take the next step forward and you want to see how you can transform your life, please click the link in my bio and join the Daily Greatness Mail and grab my top 10 tips to transform your mental toughness and become the most badass version of yourself. Lastly, if you are ready to go all in, to see who you can become, to transform your life in the most incredible way, your physical component, your mental component, your mental toughness, your fortitude, your discipline, your concentration, and discover who you truly are on the inside, then shoot me a message. Let's get you in. Let's get you into the 30-day challenge, and let's see who you can become on the other side. But that's all I have for you. Until next time.